things that I did to dramatically reduce bloating and inflammation in my body was, first, I made a daily gut health drink, and I'll show you what that is. The second thing I did, actually, let me just show you in order. The first thing I did was I mixed a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar raw with the mother. It's very important that it has the mother in there. And also 1 scoopful of L-Glutamine powder. And I would drink that with 8 ounces of warm room temperature water. It doesn't have to be warm, just room temperature water. That I would put both of these in there, mix it up, drink it with a straw just because the apple cider vinegar is acidic and over time you can wear down the enamel on your teeth. So drinking it with a straw is pretty important. Apple cider vinegar does not taste good. It has a very, very terrible taste. So if you can't drink it, just maybe add a little bit of honey. But honestly, drinking these two things every single day, first thing in the morning on an empty stomach or at night before you go to bed, you will notice such a difference when it comes to reducing the bloat in your stomach, the inflammation in your body, the energy that you will gain from it. You will feel less sluggish because basically what it's doing is just helping to boost your gut health and your immune system and flushing out toxins and inflammation that is in your body from having a poor diet. Second thing that I did, speaking of poor diet, is I adjusted my diet. I started to make sure that I was eating more fruits and vegetables because that's something I was slacking on. And I'm a pretty healthy eater, but I just wasn't eating my very best these past couple of months. So I just went back to eating fruits and vegetables, making sure I'm getting in my greens, also reducing the amount of sugar and processed food. So foods that come out of packages is and fried food, fast foods, that's all processed foods, and that really does contribute to the inflammation that's in your body and the bloating that your stomach experiences. So I drastically cut that out, and when I do have it, I didn't stop, but when I do have it, it's usually only on the weekends and I don't go crazy. But reducing sugar is another thing because I have such a sweet tooth. So if I do have a sweet tooth, I'll eat sweet natural foods, so like fruits and dates, things like that. But those things were so key to adjusting the way that my body was storing the foods that I was eating. Because when you eat bad foods, you're gonna get bad results. You're gonna have crazy bloating, you're gonna have acne, skin problems, all of that. You're gonna feel tired and sluggish, and there's no nutrients or very little nutrients in those foods, so you're not really giving your body what it needs. So reducing it, if you can cut it out completely, then go ahead and do that, but I would say moderation is always good. So just reduce it, maybe do weekends only, or 1 or 2 times a week have sweets, or however you want to do it. Oh, in addition to that, also increasing my water intake. So I drink water regularly. I'm not a soda drinker. I don't drink a lot of juice unless it's naturally fresh squeezed juice. But water was something that I needed to up my intake on. So drinking more water helps to flush out the toxins in your body and helps to hydrate your body as well. So water is so important. Make sure you're drinking water, and I would say to know that you're drinking enough water, just however many pounds that you weigh, take that number and divide it by 2, divide it in half, and that's how many ounces of water you should be drinking a day. Obviously, you can increase that number if you want. I know some people drink a gallon a day. If you want to do that, you can. You definitely will notice your body more hydrated. A rule of thumb is to always drink at least half your body weight in water every single day. All right, and last but not least, it's similar to the second one, but the third thing was I focused on my gut health and learned about my gut health and the things that I should eat and shouldn't eat, or maybe eat less or in moderation, as well as the things that will help my gut health. Because when you have a irritated or out of whack gut microbiome, like you feel so many terrible things in your body. You feel tired after you eat. Midday, you want to take a nap. You feel sluggish and lethargic. It's hard for you to focus sometimes. You get brain fog. You are more dehydrated. Your skin doesn't look so good. It's hard for you to recover if you after working out. If you work out, maybe you're more sore. Your muscles are more sore. You have stomach problems. You have problems using the bathroom. There's so many things that is connected to the problems that you might experience when it comes to your gut health being out of whack. And I noticed that was one thing that was out of whack for me. So I started incorporating foods that are more gut friendly and taking out or minimize drastically the foods that are not. So for me personally, processed sugar is something that contributes to poor gut health for me. Also, too much fast foods. I mean, those are kind of the common things and pretty obvious, but for me, those were like major contributors to my gut health being out of whack. Also, I wasn't eating enough vegetables, like I said before. But the other thing was taking my probiotics, pre and probiotics, and eating foods that are rich in pre and probiotics. A few things are kimchi, sauerkraut, and those are things that I typically eat anyway regularly when I'm being more conscious about how I eat. I actually like kimchi and I really like sauerkraut, so that's not hard for me to eat. The other thing is drinking kombucha. I absolutely love kombucha, so I drink that as well. Also kefir or kefir, however you pronounce it. I pronounce it kefir. But kefir water, not the actual kefir, like milk. I don't know if it's called milk, but anyway, the water is so good to me. I love that. I get a cactus one from Trader Joe's. What's the other thing? Oh, yogurt. I was never a really big yogurt eater. I actually didn't like yogurt until maybe last year. But even now when I eat it, I have to eat it with fresh fruit and granola, or I can't eat it at all. I just, ugh. Anyways. But I started eating more yogurt, and that definitely helps. Not only that, I feel like when after I eat yogurt, like I feel so healthy and good. Like, I don't know, it's so weird, but anyways. So yeah, just focusing on foods. Stopped eating lots of dairy and bad carbs, like bread that is not wheat. Wait, not wheat. Like white breads, and eating more lean meats. So all of those things played into me having such a dramatic adjustment with the inflammation in my body and how my gut health felt and how my skin is looking way better than what it did before. I still have like a few scars, but anyway, those are the 3 things that I did to fix my gut health and to get really good results. Try it out. So I realized I didn't really end that video, but basically after doing those 3 things, I saw such dramatic results. I did put a before and after in that video, but I will do a more in-depth video when it comes to gut health and what it is
and how to improve your gut health, and practical things that you can do to make it a lifestyle adjustment and not just something you do temporarily. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want more videos like this, let me know. I also have a couple other videos when it comes to health and weight loss and fitness and things like that, so be sure to check out my other videos. But until my next video, have a beautiful, blessed day. Love and light.